All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Ready.
Green on 1st and 10. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Green. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set up. 8, read. Check 53. You're out. I'm going to run you over. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Get it.
To throw is Green from the gun on 3rd down. And Jennings has it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
They'll run on first down. Paul. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ja'Kai Polite in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
3rd and 11.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Off play action. Green. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Back to throw. Green. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 41.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Rock it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Leo. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Green. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. 21 yards there on 3rd down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Green on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Green. And this one's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Green. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Running into the punter keeps this drive alive as they operate now with a 1st and 10.
Yes.
They'll run it with Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curve.
Ready? 2nd and 5. That's complete. It's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Green. Hard throw. Incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. We always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Kill.
On 1st down, it's Paul. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Paul. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Green throwing to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bell.
16. Watch this team. He likes to go for the side.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Green to throw again. This is Jennings. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Green. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Green now, operating from the gun. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Wentz, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sunday. 53 is the mic. No gain on this defense, no gain. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Watch the out, watch the out.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Double time. 3 down.
Now a give, right side. Paul, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go. Waiting. Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And here's Green. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Look at me, zipper.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Leslie, he'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
120! We ain't giving up nothing
to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on now. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And now a fumble. The ball's out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the boot.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And here's Green to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw. Green. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a give, right side. Paul. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
There we go. Back. Waiting. Man, I got you.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Bang, 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 bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Green down on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
31-yard line.
Pac-Man. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the 31, Wentz. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check three. Hey, check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Rush in. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Bunch.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Ready? You. Check 4. Big Ed. Lion.
On 2nd down now, it's Paul. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
I got you, boy. I got you. Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end run, tight end run.
2nd and 4. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, Leslie. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Get it.
To throw is Green. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Jets 21, Eagles 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Got a man at It's caught inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
3-5-7.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Now Wentz again. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New York. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. Now Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
This one, 7. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He finds Howard complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Come on, set. 30 base.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.